Look at this. It is incredible. All the beautiful colors, all the expressions, some of the most iconic Black artists of our day, part of a curated exhibition here at Lis Gallery, right across from the beautiful park in Yorkville on Cumberland Street 112. I think our camera operator is also panning out to show Prince of Prince. It's kind of like Inception, isn't it? It is a really special time of the year. Of course, it is Black History Month, and we get a chance to sort of meet some of our heroes and find out a little bit more of them, and sometimes through the lens of artistry. I'm going to bring in Britt Emmons, who's the Director of Communication for Lis Galleries. Come on in. Give me a feel for what inspired you. I know we're into Black History Month, and it's important to kind of learn more and experience more, but tell me, what did you put together here and why?
So this is to uplift Black voices. Like, we have original art by Black artists, as well as a lot of photographs who are, as you said, some of the most famous and influential musicians ever, as well as moments that are really important in history, such as the March Against Fear during the Civil Rights Movement. So it's really to celebrate Black voices, the history that's important, that even though we have done some work to learn, we still have a lot more to learn, and just advocating for Black people in the arts.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to bring in Brian Lis, who's obviously the owner of Lis Galleries. You have some really cool stories about kind of the stories behind the stories. Tell me a little bit about some of your favorite artworks here on the wall and why.
Well, this artwork, the Savoy Club, Jungle Club, is a work by Billy D. Williams, who was in Star Wars as Lando Calrissian. Also was with Diana Ross in Lady Sings the Blues. He's a dear friend of mine as well. I've represented him since 1998. Wow. This painting is very, very meaningful to me because a lot of Torontonians don't know we have a history of supporting Black musicians that goes way, way back to the mid-20th century. Black musicians like Billie Holiday and Louis Armstrong used to love coming up to Toronto because they could eat in any restaurant they wanted. And to me, we still have a lot of work to do in this world.
It's wild to think about that, right?
Yeah, it is.
But it's important to learn. And look at some of these other prints on the wall too.
Well, Jimi Hendrix had a Canadian connection. His grandmother actually lived in Vancouver.
Oh wow! I didn't know that.
Also, the other amazing thing about Jimmy is that his sound man who helped him build Electric Lady Studio in Manhattan was Eddie Kramer. Eddie Kramer was hired by Michael Weckerly to restore the El Macombo.
Oh, wow.
And if you've seen the El Macombo, what Michael's done, it's been incredible.
It is incredible.
It's unbelievable.
And maybe one more, you were talking about...
Well, I was talking about Bob Gruen. Bob Gruen photographed Tina and Bob Marley, but he was also the personal photographer for John and Yoko until the day John was assassinated. Wow. Bob owes his career to the moment that he met Ike and Tina in 1970 in Manhattan. Ike saw the contact sheets of some of Bob's work, fell in love with them, got on the phone to Capitol Records and negotiated the first contract ever for any photographer.
Man, I could sit here and hear these stories, and sometimes the pictures tell the stories too. I want to talk about your relationship with John Ball too, artist, muralist here.
John and I go way back. We go back to 2007. John is an incredible painter, artist, photographer, just a sculptor, unbelievable. We just exhibited for the 3rd time in Art Miami. John had an incredible response down there. John's here today with one of the paintings that he's been working on. Beautiful. Let's let John talk about it a little bit.
Sure.
This is a brand new piece, never before seen by anybody. Like debut on the wall right here. Very privileged. For you guys, just for CP24, and for Lis Gallery, of course.
So tell me a little bit about galleries connecting with community and what that means.
Yeah, I think art is made to really elevate, to share, to help show people how amazing and how interesting we are, and it's really a sharing process. And galleries just connect the community to the art. And I think Lis Gallery's always just done a great job with connecting the community to the artists and the artists to the community.
That's amazing. It's a beautiful work. I'm very privileged to be able to see it. Congratulations on all you've achieved, and I expect much more to come from you in the years ahead.
Yeah,
we'll be
thank you.
following along.
Awesome.
Okay, from Lis Galleries. Get out, enjoy, appreciate art in your community is a great way to feel history, to live history, to love history, and to love the artists who create these beautiful, in some cases, visionary works.
All right, what do you get when you combine soca and exercise? Well, you get SOA Size, a Caribbean and African dance fitness program aimed at empowering you to have some fun while also being active. So who do we turn to for stories like this? None other than Gian Lee, who's learning how to SOA Size this morning. G, good morning. How's it going? I bet you're getting your heart rate up already.
I am. We're doing the Bacchanal warm-up. I don't know if you can hear. My hip keeps cracking because I need a warm-up. It's a little tight and cold right now. But what better way to get in some exercise than with SOA Size? Ayana joins me now. Good morning. Okay, this is my kind of warm-up. Love it. So tell me a little bit more about SOA Size.
Yeah, SOA Size is a creative blend of Caribbean and African dance techniques combined with fitness moves. And our whole purpose of SOA Size is to provide a positive impact on your mental health through our flaunt philosophy. Flaunt stands for feel good,
Yes.
look good, attitude,
Yes.
unleash, nice up yourself,
Yes.
and take time for you.
Woo! We're ready to flaunt it. All right, so right now we're doing the Bacchanal warm-up.
Yes.
What is Bacchanal?
All right, so Bacchanal is a term that we use in Trinidad, right? Where we're having a good time, getting on bad. This is what you do when you're getting on bad in the Bacchanal warm-up, right?
Right.
You're hearing the song right now that won 2024 Trinidad Soca Road Match.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. His name is Mikel Teja.
Yes.
And he won the road match for 2024 in DNA.
Oh my God.
So now we're going down in the center, right?
How low are we going?
How low can you go, G?
I don't know.
Well, we're gonna try. We're gonna see how low you can go, okay?
Okay.
That's it.
And
we
I love this because you're incorporating music,
Yes.
art, culture, and everything into exercise.
Yeah.
How important is that?
Oh my gosh, it's so good. A lot of us don't want to feel like we're working out.
Yeah.
We want to have a good time when we're moving and still burn and feel it. So these are some of the moves that we would do in SOA Size. Are you ready?
Yes.
Hands on the head. And wide. You don't feel like
You gotta
stick out the glutes.
You gotta stick it out.
You don't feel like you're dancing. You're working out, right? But you're working your core.
You are working your core because they can't even hold the
And
position.
we're going down now.
Okay.
You gotta tighten the core to go down
How
for your
far are we
balance,
going?
right? Take it low. How low can you go, G?
I don't know.
You can go pretty low, and you can hold it.
Oh my gosh. Let's just keep the camera out. There you go. Don't be coming back here.
I love it. I love it.
All right, so if people want information about SOA Size, because you're all over the GTA,
Yes.
right? They can go to SOCAsize.com.
SOCACIZE.com or our Instagram, same thing, SOCACIZE.
Okay, so this is just the warm-up. You
This
gotta
is
tune
just
in
the
for the
warm-up.
segment because we're really gonna get down and into it. 'cause
You can
we're
burn
gonna
up to
flaunt
1,000
it.
calories in SOA Size.
There you
so
go.
we haven't even started yet. We have 4 sections in SOA Size where you could really burn.
Okay, I'm ready.
This is just a warm-up.
All right,
We're
more
really
to come here on CP24
Bacchanal warm-up.
Breakfast. We'll send it back to you. So you saw us doing the Bacchanal warm-up, but now we're gonna pick things up. This is a SOA Jam.
Cardio SOA Jam.
Cardio SOA Jam. All right, so Ayana joins me now. What is Cardio SOA Jam?
All right, so in this section, we're using power soca. Only soca music, right? So you really gotta get your energy up and keep moving.
How many calories am I gonna burn off here?
You could burn up to 1,000 calories in SOA Size for 1 hour session.
Wow.
Okay?
Okay.
So I want you to feel this. And you get that soca inside of you. Because
Okay.
it's your therapy, right?
Yes.
That's it.
And when the music picks up,
yes.
the
We're
exercise
gonna
picks up, right?
We're gonna showcase some
Okay.
moves by our master trainer, Tiffany. She's gonna show you some power soca moves. Power. So we're doing cardio soca jam. We usually do this for a long period of time in SOA Size, and we're jumping up together. Let's go. It's all about unleashing. That's it. It's all about unleashing and just feeling good about yourself. You know when you've had a long day and you just want to exhale?
Yes.
Well, this is where you come, to SOA Size.
so this
to
feels
burn.
like a combination of aerobics.
Yes,
with
it's a
soca?
combination of fitness and dance techniques combined. Yes. So you're getting the best of both worlds. You're getting the dance and the fitness, but in this section, you really want to pump it up.
Yeah.
So we're really doing a lot of fitness moves for this section, right? Because you know why? So is your therapy. Your therapy. Yeah, follow Tiffany. Follow Tiffany. Follow Tiffany. That's it.
And this is good for any level. For
Any level.
Any
all
level.
ages, all sizes, all backgrounds, ethnic backgrounds. But you just gotta keep moving, G.
Okay.
That's the most important
You
thing.
just gotta
Even
keep
if you're
moving.
tired, you gotta keep moving.
So I got to talk to Andre here, who was he was working out, and he came and he's like, what is going on here, Andre?
How you doing?
This is a workout.
Oh my goodness. I've never ever dealt with any kind of cardio like this before.
Right.
I usually ride the bike, do the elliptical. So this is something different, and maybe this is something I need to incorporate into my cardio workouts.
And you're saying you've got 2 new hips. They're working just fine now.
Just fine. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
That was amazing.
All right, so we're gonna pump it up again here at SOA Size. And again, they have classes available all across the GTA. You just go to SOAsize.com, check out their Instagram.
We have 2-hour boot camp jam.
Oh my
Can
gosh.
you do this for 2 hours?
I don't know if I can do this for 2 hours. Okay, let's turn it up. And here we go. 12 more coming up.
Let's take it down. And knees. That's it. Keep moving, G. Keep moving. Good.
We're doing my favorite part right now. So this is wine and tone. And we're not talking about wine like the drink. We're talking about the healthy kind.
Oh, yes.
Tiffany joins me now and explains what is wine and tone. What is the wine?
So wine and tone is a segment where we isolate our core, we use our legs, and we focus on our hip movement, that wine. So as you can see behind us, we also focus on Jamaican dance moves.
Right.
And this one is the drift. So we're gonna kick it off with the wine.
Okay.
Open up your legs, let's go side to side with the hips.
Got it.
Isolate the core, good. We're gonna push it out side to side, then we're gonna speed it up. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Hit 1 and 2, push the
Whoa.
hips. Good.
So
You
I
got
like
it,
this
G.
because it's more of a dance move.
Yes.
Yeah, this is more dancing.
This is more dancing, absolutely. So we demonstrate all different kinds of wines. Now I'm gonna have you wind in the center.
Okay.
So we're gonna isolate that core, we're gonna rotate the hips in a full circle.
Yes.
Well done. Now we're gonna go a little lower. Take it lower. Take it lower.
And this
Take
is
it
about
lower.
control.
Yes.
Okay.
So also what we can do here, we're gonna stick the hips. So turning the knee in and out. So go right and left. Good. Hips. So you feel it in your core.
Yes.
Well done. Yana, can you get a little lower? Let's show the people how it's done. Well done. Hey, bring it in.
Oh my gosh, this requires a lot of
hip,
control
hip.
and strength.
Yes, absolutely. So you're really feeling it in your legs?
Yes.
But the wine and tone is exactly that. We whine and we tone the muscles.
Got it.
All right, so we're gonna pull it in. We're gonna rock the hips back and forward. Here we go. Forward. Well done. Well done.
Okay, and then Yannick joins me now. We're going to talk about the names of each move.
Let's
Run
start
us through the names.
All
We're
right,
gonna
so, okay.
Willy bounce.
This one's called Willy Bounce, right? And the one we were doing earlier is called Drift,
Drift.
right? That's by Pablo Skang, Gabby Dutton and them. And you go fling. And you go 1, 2, 3, 4, fling. All right, the next move, this one.
Yes.
It's called Back of the Class. It's by, I would say Back of the Class.
Back of the class.
All right, it's by Optimistic Dance Crew.
Love it.
Right? Big up Kumar Morgan. She going 1. That's it. Point, back of the class.
Love it.
Right? And then you take the picture. Bam.
Easy.
And then you do drift again. And it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They're going 1, 2, 3. So are you doing left,
Yes.
right, and step, step.
Okay, now I'm going to bring in our cameraman, Ken. He's going to turn up the energy. Let's go, Ken. Let's see you do a little bit of wine and tone. Here we go. Let's go, Ken. Let's see you go. Let's see you wine, Ken.
Here we go. Oh, weddy.
Okay, Nick, I know you're really impressed with this.
I love it. Ken Enlow getting right into it. Yeah, do not adjust your set. The camera guy is SOA Sizing here on CP24 Breakfast. Really bringing it indeed, and everyone is getting in on that. Oh, 10G, everybody there in North York at SOA Size. That's amazing this morning. So much fun there.
It is so much fun. You know why? Because it is a mixture of dance and fitness and also incorporating music from the islands. And how can you not smile and have a great time? So it's been a busy morning. We've done so many different types of SOA Size moves, but now we're doing the Groovy Stretch, which I love. Ayana joins me now. Okay, it's not just stretching, it's Groovy Stretching.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit more about Groovy Stretch.
Well, this is where we just take everything down, bring it back to the center, and we whine. We bring it back. This is not just a stretch, it's a groovy stretch. So we always whine in SOA Size. We have something where we say, when in doubt, whine.
I love it. You know, it's a full body workout when you do a SOA Size class.
Take it down.
And you offer classes right across the GTA, but also there's opportunities for people to become instructors.
Yes, there is. So we have instructors right now, about 50, internationally, globally.
Yeah.
But we are always looking for more instructors. So, I mean, gee, you could become an instructor as well. No, but for real, we have instructor programs available. We have even the opportunity, if you're not interested in teaching SOA Size, but you want to manage it, you want to own a region, then you can also do that as well.
Very cool.
So yeah, we have that available. We have all these different license programs available. We're just going to take the legs back while we're talking. Yeah. We have all these different license programs available. 2-hour bootcamp jam. We have our fundamental. We have SOA Size Kids, where we go into the schools a lot.
Love it.
Different format, of course.
Yes.
We have an express. We have a lot of different programs available for people to become licensed in.
So the boot camp, you're doing one actually at this location, right?
At this location, starting in March.
Yes.
2 hours.
2 hours of
Live
intense
DJ.
SOA Size. Live DJ. That would be so much fun.
Guest instructor. So you're learning something different when you come.
Yes.
Right? So it's a variety, fun, everybody can join. There's no certain type of people. It's an all-inclusive program.
Yes.
So it's lots of fun. It gives me joy to see everyone else having a good time and moving and burning calories at the same time.
And as they say here at SOA Size, health is wealth, and that's really important.
Absolutely,
Okay.
absolutely. We're gonna bring the arms up.
Well, as we wind it down, I wanted to thank you so much for having us again. It's SOASize.com. You can check them out on their social media platforms. Yannick, as always, thanks so much for joining us.
No. Follow me at Yannick_Francis, YANNICK_FRANCIS.
There you go. I should try that one day too when I give a shout out to my social media. Maybe not as cool as Yannick, but yes. Thank you for having us again. SOASize.com. We'll send it back to you in studio.
Thank you. Okay, let's continue stretching. Arms all the way up.
We end up getting closer. Girl, if you want me, let me know. Let me go now.
Well, today is Thursday, and that means it's our look at the latest in design and art with designer and artist Steven Savados. And with him, once again, is CP24's Ji-Yeon Lee. G, before the break, we saw some blue swaths of paint going on canvas or paper. Looks very cool. What are we getting up to today?
Well, what a treat to be inside Steven Savados' studio and get some tips and a little bit of a lesson on painting. And what are we going to be making today, Steven?
We're going to be doing some classic faux finishes, some of my favorite that I love to do. And before we get started, well, one of them we're going to do in a second is faux marble, Carrera marble, which is a classic.
So this isn't real. This is what you've done?
A little piece of foam core.
It looks real. Wow.
So you're going to do this as well.
Okay.
So first thing I just want to talk about are some of the brushes that you're going to need. So here we're putting on the glaze before the break here. And I just wanted to show you, say, a classic stipple brush. So what a stipple brush does is it immediately erases brush lines. So this technique is called stippling. You can do this on walls, on dressers, on things. So it's just an interesting tool for an interesting technique.
So you can't use a different brush for that same effect, right? No, it doesn't. It doesn't have the same effect.
And if you did, it would sort of, it would make it not consistent.
Got it.
This one's called a flogging brush, okay? And this one here, it just creates interesting patterns, right? So there we go, that's a flogger. And we've done this on walls, we do it on furniture.
Okay.
Again, it's just interesting techniques with different brushes.
Yeah.
Now we're going to get into the fun one.
Okay, we're getting our hands dirty. You said do not wear white, so I purposely didn't.
Do not. Okay, so let's throw these over here. So we're going to be creating, like I said, the Carrera marble, which is super easy and super fun. Would be great, say, I just brought this little dresser over.
Yeah.
You could do, say, a paint treatment on the side of the dresser.
And upgrade that
And I know,
cabinet,
it's just sort of fun. Columns. I used to do this at Casa Loma.
Right.
I did some paint finishes there. So yeah, it's just sort of a really, really easy technique you can do. First thing we're going to start is we're going to pour glaze.
So we've got a picture of you at Casa Loma doing the pillars there.
This was in the 90s. So if you want to take this, brush it out.
Okay. And don't be so gentle, you were saying.
Do not be gentle.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I cover the whole board?
Yeah. So what we've done is I have a piece of foam core here. I primed it out in white paint. Now we're just going to very quickly throw on our glaze. This is just clear glaze. This is a slow drying glaze you can get at most specialty paint stores. Okay? So we completely covered that.
Yes.
Now we're going to take some water, lightly mist our surface.
What does that do?
It just sort of keeps it wet longer. And then here I have a glaze that has a bit of brown in it. All you have to do is just literally fleck it on some little areas here. I've got some with the darker and some with white. Oh, sorry, you need the darker. And white, blob it on. Now we're gonna take plastic bag.
Yes.
Plastic
really?
bag. Yeah. And we're gonna just do this, like super fast. No rhyme, no reason, because we're just trying to create some open fields, right?
Right.
Uh-oh, I made a big mistake here. No mistakes, look at this.
It's art.
It's art, it's creative.
I didn't think about using a plastic bag.
Now the reason, so for you might want to take some off. So you could take a rag if you have too much.
Okay.
And then just take some off.
Wipe it?
Just blot
it. Okay.
Yeah. So you're going to blot.
Yes.
Okay. And then
we have about 30 seconds.
Well, 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Go. Then we're going to take a feather, or in this case here, another brush.
Yes.
And we're going to take the gray again, dip it into here, and we're going to do soft veining. Okay? And just think of veins.
Yes.
Okay? And now here's where the magic comes.
Okay.
Okay, yours might be a bit heavy, but it's okay. It's your first time.
Yes.
So we're going to take this, which is this one here is a blending brush.
Yes.
And what we're going to do is we're going to soften. And you barely touch the surface. And you can see here, see where it's starting to, the magic's coming here?
Well, I see the magic on your board.
Okay, so what you need to do is just barely touch
surface.
And go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
Okay.
And what this will do, this will blend it. See how it all just gets,
Yes.
so you know marble has that sort of like it's been underwater, obviously. It's a natural stone.
Right.
So everything over the years, it's sort of, all these little veins are underneath the deep rock.
Oh, wow.
And you can see it starts to blend.
And then you let it dry that way, and this is how it looks in the end?
And then the next step, when this is still wet, we take rubbing alcohol, and you just dip it. What happens to the rubbing alcohol is it'll eat through, and it opens up. You can kind of see it if I
Yes.
It starts to eaten up. It creates these little pools. And from there, you let that dry, put a varnish on.
Voila. I'm not quite sure mine will look that way, but this is what it looks like.
You're getting there, babe. You're getting there. It's good.
I'm going to keep practicing. This is so much fun. Something to do with the kids over March break. Why not? And good morning. We are with designer and artist Steven Sabados, our weekly segment. This morning, we're doing faux finishes. This is what I was working on for the past half hour. It's my faux Carrera marble.
You did it.
I did.
It's fantastic.
I love it.
And again, everything is going to be completely different.
Yes.
So, I mean, we did this really fast. If you had another 15 minutes to work on it, you could really perfect it beautifully.
And so from Carrera marble to faux wood.
To full wood grain.
Yeah.
Again, this one's fantastic. Great application if you have those. I mean, I've done it in a lot of restaurants, hotels, where they have those metal doors, or if you have those cheap sort of pocket doors, you know, doing a little quick wood grain over it, old furniture, what have you. And again, any color in the world you can do. So we're just going to do just sort of a classic brown.
Okay.
So
It looks real.
I primed our boards here out. You want to prime it, if you are using a latex, a higher sheen of a latex, like an eggshell or a semi-gloss. Again, we have our slow drying glaze, which I've mixed just sort of a brown wood tone in. And before we, I guess, get into that, I just want to show you quickly the tools that we're going to need. This is called a grain rocker. This is a grain comb. And this one here is a grain roller. Now, the interesting thing with this is that I just wanted to show you, if you can see in a piece of wood, there's little skips in the grain, and this will mimic that. So there's sort of a tool for everything. And if you're sort of interested in faux finishing, just sort of explore these tools and sort of see what happens.
Okay.
Let's get into our wood grain.
All right.
So get a wide brush.
Yeah.
We're going to load this on, okay? So just like a nice thin coat. You know what? I should maybe give you this brush. This is a flatter brush. This is really, really good for loading on a nice even consistency.
Okay.
Yeah, this brush.
And you want to cover the whole board.
Yeah, I gave you the bad brush. So I already sabotaged your faux finish.
Not at all.
So we're gonna load this on. Just a nice sort of thin coat. And this, you don't have to be perfect because it's wood grain, so there's gonna be different consistencies and different tones in the wood.
Okay.
Okay? We're already there. And I'm gonna give you the big grain rocker here.
right.
So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take it, we're gonna start at the back, and we're gonna start rocking.
Just like that? So I'm going
Like
to do
that.
the same thing, rock?
Yeah, so rock back and forth, slowly pull, and keep going. Consistent, a nice consistent pull.
Like that?
Yeah,
Okay.
and then you can flip it, and then consistent pull, up, rock, there.
Okay.
See, and then wipe that.
Wipe this?
Yep.
Okay.
And then
Do it again. Okay.
And sort of every time you rock, it creates a knot.
I see that.
And like sometimes you can really hold the knot and drag it and then pull it up. See? Super, super easy.
It looks so real.
It's good. And then you can also,
Yes.
you can flip it over and you can do some smaller ones. So in between, do like a few little smaller ones in there.
Okay, so we have about 90 seconds.
Okay. And then from here, the one thing I did want to show you too
Yes.
is we can reverse this. And I wanted to show you quickly, we can do a whitewashed wood. So here I have my blue as my background. Okay, and oh, you know what? Shoot, I'm gonna need your grain rocker now because I only have the two. So if we put on, so this is a white glaze.
Yes.
I have on a blue background. And if I take your rocker, now I've got brown paint in here, so it's not gonna be perfect, but it's fine. And then when we start rocking.
You see the blue come through.
So this looks like, you know when you get whitewashed wood? See, it's like, and it sort of gives you a really super effect. So depending on what color
Yes.
you're using, again, I've got brown in here, of course, because the grain rocker's a bit dirty still. But you can see you can kind of get a neat effect. Now from here, what I would do is take it, let it completely dry, maybe about a day or so. And then what I did is I put another overglaze in varnish here, so it sort of tints down that wood. And look at the wood. Look between yours and mine.
I love it.
It's great. You know what I like here? Is it looks like the planks.
Yes.
How you did it. So every time you do it, it's going to be completely different, which is interesting.
And
right?
again, the application for this could go anywhere, right?
Anywhere. Doors, things, old furniture. Again, and experiment with the colors. So you can do, you know, some interesting, like we said, the blues here, whatever, greens, whitewashed wood, dark wood, mahogany.
Yes.
Any kind of wood.
Okay, and you definitely want to get the right kind of paintbrushes and tools for this.
Yeah, grain rocker, grain comb, and this other grain roller here. So again, and you know what? I suggest experimenting. And you can kind of see here when we do this rocker.
Yes.
You can start to see those little skip lines. Remember I was telling you before how it just sort of mimics the wood grain in between. So again, it's all faux.
It's all faux. But it looks like the real deal. Looks like you spent thousands and thousands of dollars.
Exactly.
And that's the whole point. All right. Stephen, always so fun. We'll definitely tune in again next week for another lesson or some design tips.
Nice. Looking forward.
Yeah, okay.